Hey everybody, what's up? Agoraphobe here, back for another watch along. Tonight, Behind the Mask, the rise of Leslie Vernon. Very revered in a cult kind of way. Anybody that's ever heard of it, and I know has ever watched it's liked it. Of course, it was a brainstorm of a dude named Scott Glosserman. Did the writing, producing, directing on this. It stars some, the stars, but it has some icons in it. It has Kane Hodder, Zelda Rubinstein from Poltergeist, Robert Englund playing kind of the Loomis type role, Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead and the original In Cold Blood. Of course, stars Nathan Basil and Angela Goethis or something like that. Came out in 2006 and was going to have a sequel. Everybody's been asking for a sequel for a long time for it, but just hasn't happened. Hey Ninja, how you doing, man? Hey, it's going, man. It's going all right. How you doing? I did that. I did that vote to see if anybody wanted me to go a little early, go a little earlier on certain nights or whatever, or every now and then. And the vote was overwhelmingly yes. So here I am at 9:30 on a Thursday night doing Behind the Mask, the rise of Leslie Vernon. If everybody hasn't heard, we've got a new show out there. It's a weekly show that I'm doing with Night Watch Zone. It's pretty much horror news and all that kind of stuff. I have uploaded the intro to it right here. I'll play it a couple of times just because I like it. And it's badass. If anyone hasn't seen it, this is it. And if you haven't if you haven't seen the intro, this is it. If you haven't watched it, go check it out, man. It's pretty damn good. Check this out. This is the intro to it. There it was. That's the intro that we used for it. Come up with that. Oh God, what, a week or so ago. Oh, yeah, something like that. Week and a half ago. And we're going to be recording a third one coming this week. So, second one just got done, and it will be uploading. Show will be uploading on Monday mornings at 10:30 every Monday. So for weeks that we may skip or whatever. But for now, it's every week. So go check it out. and horror for all. Now back to back to the shit here. Yeah. It's busy, but hey, man, duty calls, man. Thanks, I appreciate that. All right, now to the watch along. Anyone who hasn't seen Behind the Mask, Rise of Leslie Vernon, I'll try not to spoil, but I like to talk through these things, so there will be spoilers. Um, if everyone is ready, I'm gonna do a countdown here, just like usual. Kick-ass movie. If you haven't seen Behind the Mask, Rise of Leslie Vernon, go check it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watching the one with the Screen Factory tonight. Really cool. What's really cool about this is how they play off of how like for us, Ted Bundy and people like that are real monsters of the world. In this world, people like Jason and Freddy and Michael and people like that are the horrors of the world. And I love how they play on that. First time I've ever seen this, man. It came out in 2006. The first time I've ever seen this. Probably when it come up to rent, at the local video store. I remember we rented it. Me and my now ex-wife, and I loved it right away. I thought it was an awesome show. I love the fact that they played off of Jason and everybody being real. I mean, they even go to the actual sites and talk about the crimes and all that kind of stuff. Not only enough, the Scott Wilson role, Eugene, the one that kind of plays his mentor. From what I've read and what I've checked out here is they kind of patterned him after Billy from Black Christmas. So it's kind of who they had in mind when they come up with him, type, older guy. He even goes through, shows the little techniques here and there of how to do it. I don't know why they never made. I don't know why they never made a sequel to it. It's but it made a great sequel. And people would have went and seen it. He had a story for it and everything. They was ready to run with it. It's basically a mockumentary. Is what it is. It kind of goes from like a documentary of her talking about local killers and all that different kind of stuff, and you think she's doing for a college project, and then it goes from that to almost like a found footage type thing to you know finally opens up into the movie. Yeah, here she's talking about um, the different killers and what they've done and how they've just kind of been around, killed a bunch of people, disappeared. Talking about all the speaking of the curse that's been going around. And then she finally gets to the story of Leslie Vernon. Basically, um, baby that was tossed over a waterfall and was left for dead, was supposed to be dead. But then, for those of you who haven't seen it, I won't ruin that. We got lots of wind outside. In the back here where she's talking about, I'm guessing she's standing in Haddonfield because in the back you can see a little sign that's a rabbit in red. There's little matchbooks and Halloween. Oh, they actually built up the zombies Halloween, the place that Michael's mom worked at. Reverend Red was a strip club bar /bar in Zombie. I don't think that's what it was. I don't think that's the original idea. If I'm perfect. Yeah, moving. Yeah, threw him over a waterfall. And he's basically, yeah, he's basically in training. Um, yeah, she goes over here and finds him. He's basically in training to be that next heir apparent to the to Michael and Freddie and Jason and people like that. And Chucky. Yeah, to be the next big name, you know, monster killer. Yeah, it's basically they call it a mockumentary. It's kind of like that, but it's only partially because they're only doing documentary part of the time. The rest of the time, are actually, you know, the guys are falling around with the camera, and it's a found footage type aspect. Anybody just now coming through? All right, 5 minutes 17 seconds. Yeah, Glossman produced, directed, co-wrote everything this movie. And Nathan Basil, I don't know if anybody agrees with me, but to me, he kind of comes off like I don't know, almost like Jim Carrey. You know what I mean? He's because it's Jim Carrey. But yeah, he has that natural comedy to him, like Jim Carrey. Whenever he says something or does something, you can just feel this. You know, it's just funny. You know what I mean? Those people, you just look at them, and a true comedian, a true physical comedian, all you have to do is look at them, and they can make it laugh. And he's got this dry kind of sense of humor, and he's just having a good time. He just, he's just loving, training and becoming, it has the answer to how, he answers how it seems like they're walking all the time, yet, you know, yet people can't get away from him. It has all, he explains every bit of it. He explains, I mean, you got to be able to run really fast. Make it look like you're walking. I mean, when they look back, you look like you're walking. So he's got to train and get his cardio up so that he can, run and not get out of breath. He's doing magic. And now she's going to sit down with him, but he does this sit down type Barbara Walters or whatever interview. It's pretty funny shit. But it's just, if I was to describe this movie, I'd say just fun, just creative, unique, fun. It's just got a huge fun aspect to it. You sit through an hour and a half of it, and you don't feel like you sit through an hour and a half of the movie. You know, the worst kind of movie to me is the kind of movie that's an hour and a half and seems like it's 3 hours. But the ones that are an hour and a half that seem like 45 minutes, that's entertainment to me. You're not entertained with something that seems twice as long, or something you keep checking to see how long it's got left. That's not entertainment. Entertainment to me is when it's over and you're like, it's already over. Wow, that was a quick 2 hours. Yeah, no, he's taking them out here. He's taking them to showing them the tricks of the trade. He's taking them out to this house. He plans on doing this doing this mass killing. It's the old Vernon house, and so how kids come there every year on Halloween and they party and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, this year You got the electricity turned on, everything out there. Yeah, he's supposed to be dead. Baby, the baby growing up into a man coming back to get his revenge type thing. And it's basically this story been talked about so long that it's basically become a local legend type thing. Just like anything else. I guess this is Nathan Basil's first movie, and he does a really good job. You look at people in this movie, the only place you ever really see them in is this, except for of course Robert England and Kane Hodder, Sutherland Stein, Scott Wilson. Anybody doesn't recognize the Scott Wilson name? He's the guy that played Herschel in The Walking Dead. The old man Herschel, not the little kid. Passed away a few years back. That was a shame. First thing I ever seen him in was the original In Cold Blood, which was a really good show. And John Forsythe. It's always going crazy. So, anybody else out there? How's everybody doing? How's it going? How was your holidays? Yeah, yeah. That's why he's doing all the exercises and all the cardio. He's like, you gotta be able to run like a gazelle. You gotta make it look like you're walking when everybody else is running their asses off. I gotta stay with them. He's like, yeah, yeah. He's like, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's like you wonder why she's going along with it, but like they explained it, in the documentary. Um, she's going along. First of all, she's got to get her story right, and then second of all, she's just kind of going along with it. She just kind of seeing where it's going to go. Basically, she doesn't. I don't think she thinks he's serious. This whole thing. Just wake up in the morning and start obsessing about a girl and killing everybody that gets in the way. Like, well, that seems to be what it is. Like, no, that's not it. The girl is the key, yes, but you have a supporting cast. He's explaining why the victims, the final girl, this really highlights the final girl. This movie does. So while she's got to have friends and certain kinds of people, certain kinds of friends, to be along with her that night, and then the other types of people that he's talking about now are the people that he takes care of, on the way, what they call padding his numbers. And now he just seen a girl for the first time. This movie really covers all the tropes really well. You see every trope. I don't think there's any actual trope or anything in this that you don't see going on in it. Yeah, man, he's already got one picked out. This girl here is. You guys watching this? This girl here is. He said he's seeing her for the first time. I think he's kind of putting her on the back burner for after this one. Like, no, no, I'm tracking her already. I'm seeing her for the first time. But he's got a girl. It takes place in a little town called Glen Echo. This film was shot mainly in Oregon, by the way. He says he's gonna have one already ready. This guy in the back says, "So it's kind of like the cooking shows, right? You've already got to have a pie baked and ready for when the show starts." Nathan Basil, Leslie Vernon is looking back at him like, It's one of those things where you hear cricket, like he's like, guys like, or there she is, the one that he's got planned. She's working at a waitress in a little cafe. She's locking up for the night. He's gonna show the old trick. He's showing the trick of like when somebody goes out, like when the girl, you know what I mean, like the '80s slasher flicks, they go out to pick up the trash or whatever, and behind them the door just inexplicably closes. They give an explanation for that too. He's doing the old fishing line with the brick trick. I guess. He's like, every night, and you can tell he's been watching her. He's like, every night she's out this door, she closes this dumpster, drops off the car. And now he's got a brick set up, a fishing line that he's going to pull out of the way. It's a brick she used to keep the door open. And he's going to pull it out of the way, and that's what closes the door. And he's going to have her pull the trick, pull the pull the brick. He's up out of the shadows when she's standing there and the door's closed. He's going to step out just so she can see him. Just a little bit, just so she thinks that she sees somebody. He's got it down. This guy, you can tell this man's whole life. Here we go. Yeah, here's real quick. Slides the brick out, door closed. She can, yeah, she's running. She's running to the front door. He's like, "Yep, I told you." Found it, but you get hooked. She thinks she saw me. Maybe not. She's not sure. She's getting a little paranoid. Plant the seed. But as time goes on, you feel the girl that's doing this documentary, and she's starting to take it a little more seriously. She's thinking, "This guy really gonna do this?" Oh yeah, this is when he's going to meet Scott Wilson character named Eugene, if I remember correctly. Um, I guess this is the guy that used to do it for a living. This is the guy that used to do it like professionally. So he was like the killer way back in the '70s, I do believe it is, '70s, early '80s, or something like that. And now he's retired. So he's retired movie maniac basically. And the woman that he's married to is was the final girl that got away and stopped him. So they end up getting married. It's crazier than hell. But she just talks about it right along with him. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, he's not that. He's out back in the tank. We should go get him. I keep forgetting the sensory deprivation chamber. And couldn't find it. He's been there for like 2 or 3 days. They're digging him. I mean, he's literally buried. Like, why do you do this? Well, it's kind of like yoga. It's kind of like yoga. It helps, slow the heartbeat down. You know, bring it down to where you can't even tell beating type thing. Where it makes you fear dead. And so then that explains, how it is that like Michael Myers or whatever can come off dead when he's really still alive. And there he is, Scott Wilson. I love Scott Wilson, man. That was one of my favorite characters in The Walking Dead. Herschel was one of my favorite characters. I hated it when he got killed. What time is it? 6, quarter 7, Tuesday. Tuesday? Hell no, it's Thursday. 3 days he's supposed to be down there. This was started around a couple of years before, 2 or 3 years before The Walking Dead started. So see, they're aware this is like his life's dream, and they just play it off like it's just something, like it's something normal, like he's going to college or some shit. Yeah, it tells you retired. He's oh yeah, history of what it was like in the old days. So he's speaking from a, like I said before, this was this was based on his character's based on, and they said, and Scott Glossman said he's basically Billy from Black Christmas. Back then it was what quantity of work, how many jobs you can fit in a year. So they're calling jobs, how many places you can hit. I'm just comparing to the old days of doing it to, the new day movie maniac type thing. Today or yeah, hacks. Yeah, he sounds like, I'm talking about the guys who really worked hard, like Jay and Fred and Mike. See, he's talking about them like the real people, where nobody like them in the early years. Hit hard, wiped everybody out, disappeared as soon as they could. So how they came back, kept coming back and like raised the bar. And became like that's like the last aspect of it. The last aspect of just pointing at it like they were real people. I actually thought about doing I thought about doing a show like that. You seen the thing, on Instagram several months ago. It's called the Believe Man Diaries, and that's kind of what it's about. As if they were actually real, as if they were real people instead of just killers in movies. And that's kind of what this movie does, basically. Never wishing luck. Red herring, yeah. They even talk about the red herring. Yeah, he does get knocked off one of her friends. No, 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 do it. Yeah, that does get the heat too close to you. You can pick somebody that she just kind of knows and just kind of runs into here and there, and then make that be the person. That way, it affects her yet not too closely to where the cops are going to watch him. She said, "What's the red herring?" Preliminaries. Who she's going to kill. This when she realizes that, just when it goes from just being, a documentary that she's shooting and this and that to something she realizes he's serious about. This is a lot of what they use as CGI. He's gonna make this boost good. It's gonna be. There you go. Like yeah. Yeah, I realize what they're dealing with. I realize they're dealing with a crazy ass. Look at it, serious. Wants, killed. Oh, sorry, I've seen this in a minute. Might as well enjoy it. Enjoying checking it out. Paradise Lost. Found it. I'd like to watch this and not enjoy it. Like I said, I've never talked to or heard from or met anybody that didn't like it. It's actually seen it. And and the maybe playing the librarian. That's Zelda Rubinstein from Poltergeist. This house is clean. The short little woman. She died 2 years back too. As far as cameos in this, still got King Hodder, which they showed him earlier, and Robert Englund plays a bigger role. Like I say, he plays what they call the Ahab. Yeah. Me too. I'm sitting here enjoying it, digging it, getting into it, man. Hi, my fiance. Come by. Oh, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, please, if you could. I'll see you in just a little bit. Yeah, the work he goes through in this is just amazing. He's just set up, yeah, yeah. He's reading a fake news article talking about the rape of his mom and all that stuff. There she is. She is the poltergeist. Well, she became legendary just off that one movie. Not even talking about the sequel. Stuff poltergeist. And now that she's got it rolling, now she's going to tell her, story. They're a strange couple. 9 months after that night, in fact, Leslie Vernon gave birth to a bastard son. Bastard son, horribly abused, forced to live in the cider house. So she used to hold her side of it. See, the last that we heard was a baby that was tossed over a waterfall. So one day, legend has it that the boy revolted. He's a blood red harvest moon. Murdered Silas with a hand scythe. Buried his body in the field. Begged Molly from the house. Hang her in the farm's apple orchard. Funny how little things have turned into this big, huge legend. So they marched upon, like a lynch mob, marched upon the farmhouse, dragged the boy from, bound his hands and marched him over the falls. Nope, they never found the body. Is this my great uncle that raped her? And there he is, the first sight of him. This site. Right behind him is the Loomis type character. He's even wearing the coat. Oh, we got an AF. What's an AF? It's a guy. Dog Halloran. He's been a guy named Doug Halloran. Hey, Katie. Thanks for coming through. How you doing? Hey, Prism. How you doing? How's everything going? You might wonder we're at 33 minutes, 36 seconds. And we just seen Zelda Rubinstein and Robert England for the first time. I was get a kick out of the woman playing the wife. It was to begin with the older guy, Scott Wilson's final girl that survived that was able to beat him, so they got married. So they go in there. Oh, when he strictly told them not to go in there, and she's off limits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sort of Ethan. He also reminds me of Jim Carrey somehow. Yeah, Nathan Basil. Yeah, this is what he's telling a different story here. England is. He's not. You think he is calling himself Leslie Vernon. Says his real name is Leslie Mancuso from Reno, Nevada. They're gonna tell that. Then you kind of have that. I don't know. Yeah, somewhere between. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Somewhere between Ethan Hawke and still like he's got a Jim Carrey to him. When he's being funny, it shake your mind. Jim Carrey. He just got a natural physical comedy about him. Shakir said that she met Basil, yeah, Nathan Basil playing Leslie Vernon. That they sat down, ran through some lines and all this kind of shit, spent some time together, and she said she felt, an instant chemistry between them. They explained exactly who Doug Holler is now. Yeah, they were going to make a sequel this year ago. Yes, yeah, yeah. They talked about it several times. In 2012, it's actually going to become a reality. I do believe, from what I know about it. And Glossman had a script. Him and his buddy that co-wrote the first one. They had a script and they had everything down, and it just never come together. I don't know if I'm not sure if it was a money thing or what. Which I don't know why. It's become a cult classic, and like I said, everybody that's watched it, likes it. Yes, they've talked about making a sequel and having a sequel now for 10 years at least. It's probably never going to happen because now I mean he's not old, but you know what I mean. It's getting to that point where, as far as in the horror community though, it's still a well revered movie, and I think a sequel will do really well. I do. I think it'll do really well. This one still gets all kinds of love. So you gotta love the hippie Volkswagen van. At the same time, it's got that creepy white to it. Even though she doesn't like it and everything that's going on, she's still got a college project to do, so she's deciding to stick with it. And also, she just, like I said, it's just a natural curiosity. He just wants to see exactly where this will go. Even though he already slaughtered Phil Rubenstein with Stein. I can explain exactly how to do it. Hiding the Paul is it. Now he's sitting down doing the interview part again. Well, the sacred, symbolic of the man. Crazy wind. I don't think I can hear that, but that's crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah, sort of similar. The creep's really cool. I haven't seen that in a little bit. Pretty good. What does he call that? What do they call that wolf mask? They call it the oh man, he got a song for it and everything. No fair, make sure it's bad and all that shit. You know, it makes you wonder. All these kids that come there every year to party and everything, they wonder why there's electricity and why in the hell the place would be all set up for shit in the kitchen and flashlight with batteries in it and everything in the kitchen waiting for them. It's like they figure that out and be like, wait, we shouldn't be. All right, we'll be here, man. Well, a little more. And yet everything you see in here is just like something you see in like Friday 13th or something. Mainly, it's mainly yes, like that type aspect, kind of. as you can get. Gene. Yeah, that's the question. Once you enter the tool shed. That's correct. And what's funny is about it is different little things like the scream murders. The kids that killed that girl a few years back. Ones that did the planning for it, and recorded her and everything. Like, everybody's seen it, but watched true crime. But they recorded her, and they planned on it, and her boyfriend was there. That was a friend of theirs, but he left because his mom made him come home. She's there all alone, and they had watched Scream and all that kind of stuff, and they killed this girl. And it's just this stuff actually does happen. Of course, they didn't plan on it to the extent that he did, but you know, art does kind of mimic life. You know, in a way, life kind of makes art. Playing all the way down to pre-cutting the handle of the axe. That way, a good swing will break it. Breaks the sledgehammer head. Sabotage everything that they could possibly hurt him with. Yeah. And cut down the branches so they can't climb out the windows and down the tree. Or if they do, you kind of cut them about halfway. That way, if they come out and step on them, they'll break and they'll fall. These guys have way too much time on their hands. On the scenario and the story of how it's going to go is actually showing it in case if I learn. 48 minutes. 48 minutes into its time stamp. You got the two stoner guys. You got the guy and the girl that sneak off. You got the Kelly girl that she's supposed to be alone. Or she's got a boyfriend. And you're not really talking about her. Into the scenario of how it's supposed to go. How often does things actually go like that? Oh, it is too. Yeah, I thought the Creep sequel was all right too. Peach Buzz. What, Peach Buzz? Wasn't that name of his mask? The name of the wolf mask? Peach Buzz, Peach Buzz, and he's singing this song. He's got a fucking song for it and shit. The Ahab, yeah. We're getting the Ahab in the whole scenario. Now, in the scenarios, he's got himself killing off England, the Ahab, the Loomis guy. Right there, he just chopped him. So, still yet to see how it really goes down yet. He's been through the scenario and he's got everything planned. And now the final girl's she's never supposed to have sex or do drugs, or drink or anything like that, right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind if you haven't seen this. Remember, I do spoil, so fair warning. I am a spoiler all the way through my watch along commentaries, whatever you want to call them. It's like half and half. Right? Some more than others. Some more watch alongs than they are commentaries, and some more commentaries than they are watch alongs. Usually, it's more of a commentary. But this, is, like I said, this one I haven't seen in a bit, so I'm kind of watching it too. So it's more of a watch along. It's a watch along with that guy that you just can't make shut up while you're trying to watch the movie. You just wish me shut the fuck up so you can hear the movie. I'm that guy. Old apple crusher. Make apple cider out of. That's cool. I haven't seen one of them in years. We have this place in Indiana, here in Indiana. I can't remember what town or whatever it's in, but it's called Connor Prairie, and it's where they got if you went there and you didn't know any better, and if you went there by yourself, if you'd see everybody dressed in modern clothes, you would think it was actually like the 1800s. So it's really cool. It's got all that kind of thing there, where they preserved it and where they restored it and made it look like it did then. All the way down to carpeting, the houses and everything. It's a place where you know tourists go. You just go in there and spend a day going through all these different places. I think it's the last time I seen one of those episodes. Which was many years ago. Place we used to go on like school field trips and stuff. That's little Scott Wilson. This is one of the saddest days in the whole Walking Dead history is when he got killed. When his character Herschel got killed. Show's never quite the same after that. Get everybody that last time. Good luck, son. Yeah, you might went here earlier and heard Scott Wilson. Scott Wilson role, the guy Eugene, the older guy, the older mentor guy. From what I've read from everything from Scott Glosserman, writer and director, so that's basically supposed to be Billy. Like I said, Billy from Black Christmas. That's who he's playing because it refers to him as being a killer from way back. Well, that's who he's patterned after. He's supposed to be like, yeah, that's who he's supposed to be basically. He even puts on fire retardant to keep him from burning. keep him from burning him up. So see, it's funny in a way, even though he doesn't explain everything, you see little things they do and the little things he does here that explains little things. Why, number one, explained why, explained how a killer looks like he's walking after him. It explains why, and why they don't get tired. Um, it just explained why you can't burn them up. Explained to his older friend how if they can appear dead but still alive. It's just funny and just you know, in a subtle yet not subtle way. He explains every bit of the tropes that you see in a slasher movie. That's why I like it because it makes it out like this is actually something that you train and you know you train and practice to do, and like like something you aspire to. In this world, their killers are like our Ted Bundys and our Night Stalkers and our Jeffrey Dahmers. In their universe, Jason and Freddy and Michael and all them are those people. But yeah, I need to watch Creep again. I haven't seen Creep in a while. And he's sitting here so happy. So happy that he's getting ready to do this. He's finally going to live out his life's dream. He's actually emotional about it and crying. He's so proud. And like I said, just like I was saying earlier, as far as I know, this is Nathan Basil's first actual film, first film. And I don't know anybody else from this cast, except of course, you know, the cameos. As far as the main stars go, I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen any of them do anything. If anyone else has, tell me. Let me know if you've seen any of these other people. Anything. We are at 56 minutes. Oh, exactly 50. Now it's 57 minutes. All right. Now here we go. Going into the third act. Here we are. All the kids that show up to this house to do the party and all that kind of shit. You got the stoners, you got your couple, you got the final girl Kelly and all this. And they're all there. He's showing he took the spark plug so they can't take off. He's explaining why the car never starts now. Um, and he's got himself upstairs, and the chick doing the documentary is upstairs in the bedroom with him. And he's discussing shit and how it's going to go and everything. Yeah, he's going to nail the couple when they come up to have sex. That's why he was putting the covers and the pillows and everything there. He's making it look nice and cozy, like it's. If I was going to go have sex, house that had been abandoned for many years like that, I sure as hell wouldn't climb in one of the beds, regardless of how comfy it looked. Brings out his sight. That's pretty cool. I mean, seen it in a couple of other slashers or you know horror films from the past, but you don't see a sight. Make it interesting weapon. You could swing it, cut them with one part, stab them with another, and you can use this end to smack them in the side of the head. Be an interesting weapon. Of course, he has a smaller, just a handheld one. He doesn't have the full. All right, all right. Now here she is in the bedroom. He just ran out. He put on his mask and took his scythe and ran out, and he's in there chopping them up. And she's hearing this shit, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's the first time ever that it really struck her. That, wow, this is really going on. This is really gonna happen." That's what she said. This is really happening. Her and the cameraman are in his bedroom hiding, and he's stuck back in. He's killed those two that were having sex in the bedroom. It's the guy, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna have it. It's like, what would you think was gonna happen? You didn't see preparation and what this guy was doing. I mean, he chopped up Zell Rubenstein there in the goddamn library. I didn't let you know something. I mean, really. Like, oh, all right, we're not gonna do this. Get out. And escort them to their van and tell them to get the hell out so they don't fuck the shit up. Take off his microphone. Here, now go get out of here. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Nice knowing you. See you later. He stops, comes back. All right, I'll look. I'm sorry. It's like I told you, this is my night. Fact is that it can still go either way. Tonight I'll either be in hiding, locked up, or dead. Yeah, yeah, this is it. We're not gonna see each other. So say our goodbye. So I can get back in there and do my shit. And she's just now. This is when we've been through the mockumentary part. We've been through the found footage part. This is when the cameras come down, and this is when we step into the movie. This is when we become the observer. We're not seeing it through the cameraman's eyes anymore. Now she's no longer going to be the run, running the documentary. He's no longer going to be the Candyman. They're actually getting ready to become characters. It's pretty cool little transition. Yeah, to me, this it reminds me so much of Hulk as he does character. He's got too much of a goofiness for Ethan Hawke. You know what I mean? It's just it looks like yeah, I can see that. Jim Carrey and Ethan Hawke had a baby. You'd probably have this guy. Yeah, I like see him do some more shit. See if he's good at it. I don't know if he's went back to. I haven't really checked into it. See if he's went back to a regular life or what. I mean, got a job, start a business, whatever. Because I know he hasn't lived his whole life off the money he made off this, unless unless he invested or something. I don't know. These kind of movies, especially to an unknown movie maker, you're not gonna get paid much. Back it up. Yeah, she's gonna make the decision. Yeah, I'm gonna stop him. It's cut off power. We're on schedule. It's like these cameramen, this cameraman and this other guy, the boom operator or whatever. It's like they idolize Leslie. They kind of look up to him. They're went. All right, now we switched. I see he's gonna interject in here, or try to interject in here. He's gonna try to stop him because it's the wrong thing and all that. What are you doing? You wanted us to build this story for him. She thinks she knows. She thinks she knows what's up. Anyway, anyone who's seen it, like I have, of course, she doesn't know shit. Yeah, I call her final girl. They call her survival girl in this one. Survivor girl. It might have still been actually referred to as Survivor Girl when this was made instead of Final Girl. Final Girl is a term I don't think really came about until not too long ago, maybe 10 years ago or so. Before I remember hearing it being Survivor Girl. Just, Final Girl was not something, I didn't hear Final Girl until, like I said, maybe 10 or 12 years ago. If that. It was always Survivor Girl. They just come in, you get two stoners, so I'm like, out there's so stoned. I don't know what's going on. Where's Kelly? He doesn't. And he's like, I think she went upstairs. That Shane, dude. The Todd, camera guy, he's worried about Leslie finding out through there. He's real chicken shit. Oh my god. They could be busting on Kelly, and what is Kelly doing? She's fucking the shit out of this guy. Riding the shit out of him. I don't think this. Virgin. It was definitely not her first time. She's trying to talk like a joystick. Yeah, so the final girl, the survivor girl, that's supposed to be all innocent and everything, just found out that she's not innocent. So they're wondering does Leslie know this? Because, his ideal of a survivor, a final girl is, this innocent, pure chick. So, of course he knows. Like he's out somewhere watching. I mean, come on. He's everything else so planned out that he's going to miss that. Can't go in there. I don't know what she thought she was going to do. She was going to, what, they were going to go and stop the guy? And the two guys she's got with her is this chicken shit pussies that, I mean, come on. They couldn't, they can't stop shit. Besides, they kind of, like I said, they kind of idolize Leslie. They think he's cool. I don't think they want to stop him. Uh, and she's telling this Kelly that they were the ones out by the trash and the whole break thing. He had to know she was, I mean, he had to know she was going to do that. Show her all this, and she wasn't going to try to do the right thing. And there he is. Yep. So now they know that he knows they're involved. So, so the survivor girl passes out. Carry with the couch. I've never seen a survivor girl pass out or be fucking a dude like that. I think it's a joke. Well, wait a minute. I think that guy right there. I don't know. He looks like the dude from Jason versus Freddy that played old dude's brother. That killed himself or whatever, or that they said killed himself. The redhead guy. I'm not sure if it was him or not. You get a good look at him. I'm not sure if it's him or not. I don't know. Yeah, just and just like in any good slasher, separating themselves. They're getting separated. They're doing this and that, and everybody's getting separated. And it gives him a chance to kill them all. He just walks in. And he's like, "Wow, that's he's some kind of dummy or something." But, right. He's got halfway decent kills in it too, actually. Not bad. It's not high on the gold, you know. It's not bad. That's it's not really what it's about though. Just standing behind me, he's like, "Well, I wouldn't want to be stoned and be going through this shit. Have something to do with it." I'm afraid that would affect things. He puts his heart in his hand. That was pretty cool. That was pretty good. They're so plugged. Back to Kelly. You understand that that was, I don't know. I think the guy that played Jason was Freddy though was older than this. And this was made a few years after that. I don't know. I haven't seen that in a really long time, so no idea. I've seen that guy in other things too. I don't think it's him. Maybe it's a brother, real brothers. Possible, I guess. That core brain flexure, brother. Um, the brother, the friend of his, the friend of his that he busts out of the, you know, Jason Ritter, his character. Remember, he has a friend of his helps him bust out of the mental institution. They run back. Well, that friend of his that helps him bust out. Remember, he's got that older brother that supposedly killed himself, but actually Freddy killed him. That guy. It's small town. I don't remember the names. May took out spark plugs out of yours. See, what you think he's gonna leave them in yours? What you watch him take spark plugs out of the other one? But yeah, they're hopefully in this. Yeah, they're all in his fucking bedroom or whatever. Yeah, dig deep. I mean, real deep. Well, counting on you from here on out. Me? Yeah. She said, why me? Yeah. She's like, man, survivor girl. He's gonna fight him and beat him. Obviously not survivor girl. But I don't know. He still looks a lot like him. If you find out, let me know. Nope, nope, that's not him. But he does favor him though. He does have some. He does. There's some definite things about him that look like him. But no, it's not him. This guy's way too young. That's a better looking guy than that guy too. Not insulting that dude. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here and go down this. I have broke immediately hit the fucking ground. Uh, and he's walking. I don't know. He explains the walking. It just kills me. You gotta keep cardio up. Because basically what he's saying is you got you got to run when you're not looking. I'm bailing out. And he's kissing up Leslie the whole time. Leslie, I'm doing it. Come on, Les. Come on, buddy. You physical specimen. Chase it over. He turns around, pulled and busts his ass. He's somewhere else. So much for friendship. He's gonna show you or killing your ass. That was a pretty good viewpoint. Almost an hour and 16 minutes in. Here's when they figured out you were just gonna leave us here. Yeah, that's when they figured out. Well, you've been following us. And it didn't strike me until they say it. When I first seen this, it didn't strike me. I ain't saying that. Yeah, she's figured it out. You knew. Yeah, he did before we even met. He knew. No virgin. Yeah, yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, these two figured out. It's her, Taylor, the one doing the interview the whole time. She's the real final girl. He had the plan from the very beginning. If you do that, other girl wasn't a virgin and all this. She was never meant to be the final girl, the survivor girl. I don't know if he has his way, you get killed. Actual traditional slasher, like does about this survivor. I think I'm gonna start calling her that again. I think I'm gonna drop the final girl thing. I think I'm gonna start referring to him as. I think I like that better. Oh, there was our Lewis. He steps through there, clunk, knocks his ass out. That's not very traditional. You didn't see anybody knocking Loomis out for something. He's unconscious. Yeah, he's not much of a big, big, big. Give us that viewpoint of her again. Nice people. All thud, beat that thud. Oh shit. Oh, there you go. You're hung. I like the sit up back there with the body slammed around and run. Yeah, and there he is. There's Robert England comes in to save the day. No, we're not. There goes the end. You know, hip to me down. Oh, just thud, knocks his ass right out. It's little balls to do that. I know it was a bigger, heavier, sick guy that was the big sissy. Yeah, that guy actually showed some balls there. He was like, shit. I love her, Leslie. You gotta go through me. Thud, knocked him out. Didn't even kill him, just knocked him out. She grabbed that axe. And that's the same axe that she watched him set up, where it's going to break easy. Hmm. Just grab just the head, just grab just the head of it. It's got a point on the end. You use that to stab the shit out of him. Or just make sure you can nice and good and then take it and stab him. She's going to hit him in a really good place, really hard. It's going to break when you hit him. Come get some. Remember, was John Cena doing to come get something yet in 2006? So she stole from him. If not, he might stole from her. I don't think he was doing to come get something yet. He might not remember. I was watching wrestling at that time. I didn't like the ruthless aggression or the I haven't, or most of the PG area. Now I'm just between these two now. Oh, bud. Then she got him across it, but it broke. Uh oh, he's gone. Yeah, so he's just that stick and beat me on motherfucker. Hell yeah. Nice wooden handle to beat somebody's brains out real good. Just bludgeoning to death with it. I mean, think about it. She does, she does make perfect survivor girl. She just, just she does the right thing. She's, you know, doesn't mess around, dude. All that much. She does, Earlier, they gave you a little hint earlier, little character earlier when they offered her the beer and she's like, no, she wouldn't eat except a knife and one beer. She doesn't drink. Must, first hard alcohol. Doesn't strike me as someone who drinks very often. She does. Just a college student, just a young college student chick trying to get her, getting her life together and everything. And her, obviously putting her focus on her career rather than looking around. She probably sees she's already dropped his ass. Like, yeah, here he is. Here's toward the end. Oh, he's on the side, stab him in the side with. Oh, this is his head in the upper. No, no, no. Oh, she can't. Taylor, you knew you were the one. I knew you were the one. Oh, oh, she's not even gonna fuck around. She's just gonna burn him with that. You know, he does that. Remember, he does that flame retardant shit on though. So little hints like that throughout the movie. You know, like she didn't drink, like that he put on that flame retardant shit, which is gonna keep him from if it help anyway. Roll that. That's the end of Leslie Vernon. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, Ahab's still alive, and her friend. He just got knocked out. But they didn't help her. She pretty much took care of it. Mm. Psycho Killer by the Talking Head starts with the credits, but this has got like not after credit scenes, but during credit scenes, like right here, bringing in Leslie into the morgue. An hour and 27.5 minutes. Now, this is why people have been asking for years um, whether there's going to be a sequel. Like I say, it's showing the footage of the camera there in the morgue or in the medical examiner's office or whatever. And Talking Heads, whatever happened to that group? Well, they started out as like a funk type thing, ended up being kind of mainstream in the early 80s. Well, yeah, but pull him out. Yeah, wheel him out here. This is why people ask. They're still asking if there's going to be a sequel to this. It'd be cool if it was, just as long as they made it, as long as it's as good as this one. As long as they can do capture the same thing they captured in this one, hell yeah. But you can't. No, there's a comic book. If you ever want to catch the sequel, it's not a sequel. It's more like a prequel. It's called Before the Math. But there's comic books of this out there, Before the Math and a few others. But it continues. It kind of continues on. A pure actual sequel. I'm not sure if the comic books go into that or not, but I know they go into like a prequel mode. And he come over here to do his paperwork, and there's Leslie laying back on the bed or on the gurney. Make sure you set through the majority of the credits before it actually shows you the what would be pretty much the after credit scene. Yeah, like I said, it was shot in Oregon, also in the Salvia Island, Estacada, St. John's, Trudale, St. Helens, Wayne, Maine, and Hollywood, California. So, and what happens at the very end? He does the Michael Myers setup. So, of course, Leslie is still around. He is still going. Maybe one day they will, hopefully. Um, Before everybody takes off, anybody didn't get a chance to see it before and has not watched it, has not seen a little sneak peek preview of the weekly show and Horror for All. We shoot, we pretty much record on Tuesdays and I release them, edit and all that, and release them the next Monday. We got episode 2 coming out this Monday. Every Monday at 10:30 it's on. And in case you haven't seen it, go check it out. Let me give you a little taste here of let me show you in case you didn't see it before I did the movie. I'm gonna go ahead and do it after the movie too. This is the intro to that show between Night Watch and I, Cole, and Horror for All. Here's that intro. So,
It's a scream, baby.
very cool. I love that intro. Very cool show. Enjoy doing it a lot. It kicks ass. Like I say, right now, episode 1 is out. Episode 2 is coming out this coming Monday at 10:30 every Monday. A new episode. So go check it out. Thanks everybody for coming through on the watch along here behind the mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Not sure what I'm doing for Monday, but Tuesday I'll be in here with John Steele and we're doing The Warriors. So definitely check it out. Thanks, Prism. I appreciate that, man. I I've always said that my intros are better than my actual show. That's one thing I can do is make an intro. I'll give myself that much credit. Or as everything else goes, you guys be the judge. But thank you very much. Thanks, Prism. I appreciate that so much, man. Appreciate you always coming through. Appreciate everybody always coming through here. If you forgot to give me a thumbs up, please do it now. I appreciate that so much. It helps my algorithm and all that stuff. Cool. Nice to see you there, man. I guess I'll hook up here sometime soon. Yeah, I'm check out the Warriors in a minute. So once again, thank you to everybody. Catch me here soon. I'm getting ready. I think I'm gonna put a new collection video out, a collection room video, and also new pickups video. I'm gonna do that too. So stay on me about that so I can get motivated and do that shit. Much love to all you guys. Thanks again. I will catch you next time. It's been Behind the Mask, The Rise Leslie Vernon, and I am agoraphobe and you are not. Take it easy.